Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
My wife and I basically live paycheck to paycheck. We are in so much debt that we're drowning, and I'm just trying to figure out if we should file for bankruptcy.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. It's pretty scary. How long have you been married?
13 years.
Wow. What kind of debt have you got?
So it's split between a few credit cards, some payday loans, and a van payment.
Mm-hmm. What do you owe on the van?
We owe $26,000.
How much is the payment?
$598.
Good Lord. And how much payday lender stuff have you got?
$15,000.
Okay. All right. And then how much credit cards have you got?
So there is a loan for about $13,000. That's just like a regular loan. And then there's a few $1,000s on credit card.
Okay. So another 15 in those. Okay. So 30 and 26. And so we're talking about $56,000 in debt, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you own a home?
No, sir. We rent.
And you've been married, did you say 13 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what do you guys make?
Together we make about $140,000.
Okay. All right. So, how much is your rent?
$2,200 a month.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much was your tax refund last year?
Last year it was $4,200, I feel like.
Okay. That's $400 a month almost. That's coming out of your check too much. That will help you bring that home if you readjust your W-2s. Step one. Did you get that one?
Yes, sir.
You're over withholding. That's your money you're giving to them, and they give it back to you in April. You need that money right now because you're living paycheck to paycheck. So change your W-2 by $4,200 a year. Divide that out by the number of checks and have HR do that as soon as you get off the phone. Step one. Now, $140,000. You guys are spending some money somewhere. Do you eat out every night?
We have 5 children.
Okay. Do you eat out every night?
No, sir.
Okay.
But we pay a lot of money in daycare and...
How much?
So for the 2-year-old, it's $40 a day, so about $800 a month. Mm-hmm. And then for the 6 and 7-year-old, each of them's $152 a week. So another.
So you got $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month going out in daycare. All right.
Yes, sir.
And $2,200 in rent.
Yes, sir.
Still doesn't add up to $140,000, dude. There's a leak.
No, sir, but some of these loans.
There's a leak in this boat that caused these loans.
Yes, sir. There is.
Yeah. All right. You're not bankrupt. You just don't have a plan. Okay. So if you file bankruptcy, you could get rid of the credit cards and you could get rid of the payday loans, about $30,000. You can't get rid of the van loan unless you give up the van. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So either if you're going to give up the van anyway in bankruptcy, go ahead and just sell it now. Or let's set about a plan to pay it off. What's your other car?
It's a Toyota Camry. It's paid off.
I know. What age?
It's a 2018, sir.
Okay. All right. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a repair technician for really expensive equipment.
Okay, cool. And what's your wife do?
She works in children's, like ABA therapy.
What does she make?
$24.10 an hour.
Okay. She's barely making enough to pay for daycare. She's not making enough to pay for daycare and the van that she drives to do this work. Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you sold the van and took the kids out of daycare and your wife quit, you'd still be even. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just pointing out where you guys are. Okay?
Okay.
So for today, what I would have you to do is you guys are going to have a serious spending come to Jesus meeting between you and your wife, and then you will tell your children what their new life looks like, and it's going to be crummy because you're broke.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many years ago did you have 0 payday loans and 0 credit cards? 5?
About, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Like I've done this before. 5 is $6,000 a year. That's $500 a month. You've been spending more than you make for the last 5 years because you're out of control, chaotic, and spend whatever you want. And you say, oh, we have 5 kids. Bullcrap. You're spending like you're in Congress, and you got to stop it. Okay? So I'm going to help you because I've been right where you are, and I know how scared you are. I remember being so scared I couldn't breathe, and I can hear it in your voice. And I don't blame you. So we're going to make sure we hold you by the hand and lead you out of this because you're not bankrupt, my friend. You're just scared and you live in the middle of chaos and y'all spend too much. But the downside of me helping you is that you're going to have a new life that involves no eating out, nothing, scorched freaking earth. The children are going to wear experienced clothing from the other children. We're not buying anything. We're broke. We're cleaning up this $30,000. We probably are going to sell this van, but I'm not positive yet. I'm going to let you work on it a little bit first and decide that on your own. But you need to be free. $60,000 sets you completely free and you make $140,000. This is doable. But it's going to mean you cut to nothing. And your broke friends are going to think you joined a cult. So what? This is what it's going to take. Now, you can do this, man, but I can tell you, as soon as you start doing it, the fear is going to leave your voice, and there's going to be a weird thing start happening, and the way your shoulders drop back, and you're going to lean in, and you and your wife together are going to join forces, and the children are going to go, what happened to my wimpy parents that gave me everything that I wanted? The children are going to go, I hate Dave Ramsey. And they're going to get their life back because Dad and Mom are going to get their life back, okay? Because I'm not running a popularity contest for teenagers. That's not my goal. I want the moms and dads to win. I love you, and I want you to be wealthy, and I don't want this fear in your voice, and I don't want it to do what it's doing to your marriage right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm 100% in agreement with that one.
Anything you want to add, Dr. Deloney?
Just, is anybody struggling with addiction?
No, sir.
No? Just spending? Did you grow up with not very much?
No, sir. She grew up with not very much, and I grew up with money.
Okay.
But we're both 5 years clean from using. So.
Okay. Does she?
There's 5 years ago there was addiction.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can hear it in your repentant voice. Listen, I want you to put your head up high. Okay. Have you made some mistakes in the past?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all have. Today's day one, all over again. You in?
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on the line. We're going to hook you up with a bunch of tools with Every Dollar, with Financial Peace University, and Dave's book, Total Money Makeover, and get you started on the path, okay?
Also going to sit you down with one of our counselors, Oliver, here in Nashville, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. You guys are not bankrupt. You're just scared and you don't have the tools. We can show you how, man. Hang on. Create your free Every Dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.